Mobile devices are basically our everyday companion. It is a very convenient device for us. We use it anywhere and anytime.
For communication, entertainment, education, and others. Agif is a student who always has his phone on his hand, but he isn't really knowledgeable about its parts. Mobile devices don't really have field serviceable parts. These are parts that can be only repaired by the manufacturer and not by the owner himself. So when his phone suddenly shut down, he didn't know what to do. He tried to repair it himself, but it didn't really work out. So he decided to visit the manufacturer for help. Agif's curiosity allowed him to research more about his device. He found out that there are also field replaceable parts. One example is the battery. Batteries can easily be replaced without any special skill or tool, given that it is field replaceable. But new models of phones nowadays are made of non-field replaceable batteries. The last ones to manufacture phones with field replaceable batteries are the Lenovo and the Motorola in 2017 and 2018.
The reason for manufacturers to choose the non-field replaceable batteries is to give way to features such as slimmer form, water-resistant capacity, and other features that would enhance a mobile phone.
Agif then found out about solid-state drives on a video on the internet.
Solid-state drives. There are three kinds of solid-state drives. Solid-state drive SATA, that is for the PC, and solid-state drive mSATA for netbooks, and for the solid-state drive NVMe PCI M.2 NVMe solid-state drive. This kind of SATA is for laptops. Smartphones in the early 2000s uses eMMC as their storage for their data. eMMC, or embedded multimedia card, is usually found in mobile phones. It uses the same technology as a solid-state drive, but in this case, eMMC is much affordable and has a slower speed than the SSD.
Agif was taking pictures of his friends when suddenly a notification appeared that he doesn't have enough storage to do so. He then took out several of his micro SD cards together with some of his spared SIM cards. He has several kinds of micro SD cards. The micro SD card that has a max storage of 2 GB and a transfer rate of 25 MB per second. The micro SDHC that has 4 GB to 32 GB of storage and transfer rates from 50 MB per second. And the micro SDXC that has 64 GB to 2 TB of storage and transfer rates from 50 MB per second. There are also mobile phones that doesn't have field replaceable memory card, such as the iPhone. SIM cards, or the subscriber identity module, on the other hand, contain information used to authenticate devices to mobile telephones and data providers. There is the standard SIM card with 15 by 25 mm size, the micro SIM card with 12 by 15 mm size, and the nano SIM card with 8.8 by 12.3 mm size. After replacing the memory card, Agif was able to take pictures of his friends.
Agif broke his phone again. This time, the screen was damaged. The fall created cracks on his phone's touchscreen and glass, so he decided to call a technician for help and get parts from him instead of the manufacturer. But what he doesn't know is that this would void the warranty or even harm his phone.
His phone's touchscreen is now all new and shiny. He tested the sensitivity of his newly repaired touchscreen. His mobile phone is modern, hence, his phone doesn't use a physical keyboard or a pointer and only uses touchscreen mechanism to be physically interacted upon. As Agif tests his newly replaced touchscreen, Agif tested each of the basic touchscreen functions and features his mobile phone offers. Agif started with the basic touch, testing the accuracy of a single tap on his phone. He proceeds to test the long touch function, the slider swipe, and lastly among the basics, the scroll function. He then tries the multi-touch function of his mobile phone. He selects a photo to easily try the pinch function, which is normally used to zoom out a picture. There are several functions that differs from other mobile phones, or are only featured in a specific mobile phone. In his case, his phone has a double tap feature which also allows him to zoom in and out, or lock and wake the screen of his phone.
Every day we throw away millions of electronic devices because they grow old and become worn out. But usually, it is only one of the components that causes the problem. The rest of the device works fine, but is needlessly thrown away simply because electronic devices are not meant to last. A gift had been using his phone for quite some time now, and can clearly be seen that even having bought a new phone, it will eventually be worn out and will become obsolete. He was thinking that he wants to upgrade parts of his phone so that it could speed it up and make it better, just like what most people usually do to their desktops. Later, eventually finding out that parts of almost all mobile devices, including his phone, are not upgradable.
He was having his break time at school when he noticed that his phone was low on battery. He didn't bring his charger, so he decided to borrow to his friend JM. But JM only had earphones in his pocket. Fortunately, John was there, and he was able to borrow a micro USB connector since his phone is an Android. There are also other types of connection: the wired, wireless, and shared internet connection. Wired connections consist of the micro or mini USB connectors and lightning connectors for Apple products. But there are also some companies that have specific connections that are only exclusive to their products. The wireless connection consists of NFC or near field communication that only covers 4 centimeters, infrared for controlling other devices like remote, and Bluetooth. Lastly, shared internet connection consists of the tether, which uses your device as a modem for another device, and mobile hotspot, which is used as a Wi-Fi network.
Agift's friends, on the other hand, had several mobile phone accessories: the phone case, OTG flash drive, earphones, clip-on lens, and the power bank. There are many kinds of accessories: the power sources, protective covers, audio accessories, memory accessories, photo accessories, and others.
Agift is now knowledgeable about his mobile device parts. It is also important for us to know and understand about these mobile device hardware. In this way, we will know how our mobile devices work and how we can repair it in the future.
Audio Jungle.